Hello everyone. Hello. Good evening. Here, this is China time, 6 o'clock p.m. Welcome to come to W100 Live Show. I am Linda. I'm the manager for the export market. And these are my colleagues, Lisa and Gary.
Hello everyone.
Yeah. Now we work for you for the live show. For the albums. First of all, let me introduce my company as a famous manufacturer for the album machines and consumables since 2004. And we start to make the exporting in 2008. We are famous for our quality products, and we are famous for we can offer in the full solutions for making the photo albums or the books. Now we are expanding our business for the solutions for the binding and coating. Binding solutions is for making albums or for making books. Coating solutions is for coating the photo papers or any other post-press print, offset print, or digital print. It's the two main business we are doing. And also there's an extended business for the post-press effect enhancing, like bronzing, edge bronzing, and for the hard covers, these assisting machines for the whole solutions for the photo albums or for the books. And this is what we do for offering the solutions. We have enough knowledge for me and for all my colleagues. We all have a good experience on all these products and all these solutions. You can get any information or get any most advanced knowledge for the business. First of all, let me show you the album. See this album. This is an album. And when I open for you, the cover. This is an album, photo album. If you can see, we can lay flat, totally 180-degree open. This is the how to make this book is what I want to show you in this live show. I will show you what's included in this album. It's the uncover. The outside cover is one part. The inside block is one part. These two main parts make the album. For the covers, we can buy the ready covers. We are manufacturing many different designs covers. Or you can make hard covers by yourselves. We have the machines for hard covers. The manual one or for the automatic one is for hard cover. So hard cover is very easy. Ready cover, or you can make your own cover. Hard covers. The hard cover it can be for album or for the books. So then another MC species is a block. It's a block. This is the secret how to make this high elegant, good quality product. This is the secret, the block. How to make the block to build this beautiful album. Beautiful covers. We have this can, very simple covers. We have fresh covers. We have Asian covers. It's all many different kinds. It's only just showing. And now for the making the album blocks, there are two elements. Photo paper printed. Photo paper printed. This is printed photo paper. And these are the inner sheets, different kind of inner sheets. These are the two main products needed for making a photo album. First is about the print. The print, we have many print. The print can be printed by the mini-lab or by the most popular inkjet printers. It's very popular for nowadays for inkjet printer for its low cost. So we can make the print, any kind of print, even the offset print. We can come to ink. We can make help. We can use any print. Notice it's any print. And even for inkjet printing, there are pigment ink and dye ink. Even for dye ink, use our lamination solution, use our coating solution, we can also make very long-lasting albums. So this is for print. Later I will show you what inkjet printer we are using. And for the low cost, and we can have many printers to make the printing. This is the photo print. This is one of the most important, like the photo paper. We offer all the photo papers needed for making the print. Inkjet print, inkjet photo paper, mini-lab photo paper, and all kinds of the dry paper, all kinds of paper we are offering. So you can come to us for the papers to make the good quality print. This is the photo paper. The second most important part is the inner sheets. The inner sheets. The inner sheets have two kinds, mainly two kinds. One is hot melt sheets, one is adhesive sheets. For adhesive sheets, we can know very clearly it's adhesive. Our adhesive sheets is very easy for peeling. This is a very good advantage for our inner sheets. It's very easy for peeling. Not like sometimes people may have difficulty to keep to take the release paper out. For us, it's very easy, so simple, and our sheets is very clean. There's no dust at all. Very clean. It will not ruin your photo print. No dust. And this is the adhesive. It's very sticky. So with our sheets, you will not have problem for have the paper for the sheets and photo to break for your albums. This is our adhesive sheets. Have this advantage. We can keep the block very firm, sticking very firmly. And except this adhesive sheet, there's another sheet for the hot melt. I'll show you the hot melt. The hot melt, from the name we can know that under the normal temperature it's not sticky. It's not sticky. Will it have problem for binding? No. For our hot melt sheets, it's different from others. It have a little sticky ability. Like our hand have temperatures. when I press long time, it will be kind of sticky. And yet our machines, for the spine fixing, it have the heating functions. So with this a little sticky, we can fix the spine firmly, so it will not move during the binding pass or during the pressing pass. See here and this is one of the most best advantage for our hot melt sheets. And now for our hot melt sheets, it's widely used in Europe and for South America. It's used a lot for our hot melt sheets for its special characteristics. And also, we also have another kind of hot melt sheets. It's without release paper, but the material is cardboard. What's the advantage of this advantage for this cardboard? Surely for its cost. Every manufacturing are caring about the cost for making a book. With this kind of sheets, we no need to take off the release paper, so the cost for the release paper is released, especially under this difficult economy situation. Release paper, there's chemicals, silicone oil on the surface to make it easy to release. So without this paper, the cost for it become getting down a lot. So it saves our cost for the productions. And besides, now I just introduced the two ways for making albums. It's self-adhesive sheets and hot melt sheets. Both have its advantage and its priorities. And its besides this, thickness. From the glue aspect, adhesive and hot melt. From the thickness aspect, we have thickness ranging from 0.07 mm to 1.5 mm. See, this is thickness of 0.07. Why we use so thin inner sheets? It's for making albums with more pages, like 30 pages, 40 pages with very serious paper. It's just like photo to photo. So the whole album will not be too thick. It's just like a normal thick, 3 centimeter, maximum 5 centimeter for 40 pages. And also, in some areas, they only 10 pages albums, but they like a thick album. So we can use this 1.5 millimeter. This size is used a lot in Middle East. Middle East use a lot, and some African countries are using a lot for this thickness. This can make a thick album with the cost for making album is low. The thickness we have including from 0.3 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter, 0.7 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter is the most popular size in Asia and Middle East. And in Europe, some 0.5 is the most popular sizes. After talking about the thickness, we can talk about the material. There are two materials for the albums. One is PVC, plastic. One is cardboard. PVC is mostly adhesive, and cardboard is the most hot melt. Well, the cardboard with hot melt with less rigid than the PVC adhesive. The answer actually is no, because hot melt sheets no matter it's inside it's cardboard or PVC, there after heating, it's where the pages is very rigid. It's very rigid. I can show you. This a book made by cardboard. It's still without cover. So it's still without cover, but it's very thin. The hardness for this book, you can feel it's hard. This is the hot melt. This is the hot melt book. So it's inside is cardboard. Cardboard theoretically is soft, but after hot melt, it's very strong, very stiff. And this book is made by PVC. This book is made by PVC. You can see from here, the pages is thick, and this made by cardboard. The pages, each page is very thin. This is cardboard, thin pages. Each page is thin. This by PVC. Each page is thick. I just show you the cardboard. It's really very strong, and this is the PVC. It's also strong because it's very thick. But when you touch by hand, it's similar. So not say cardboard is softer than the PVC. Only depending on their glue. If you use wood glue, it will be very good quality for albums. This is album made by the PVC. This is album by the cardboard. And I just show you these two main elements for making the albums. What is it? Photo paper, photo print, and images. This is the two main consumables for making albums besides the covers, the three elements. And for making albums, there are some small elements you may need, like the spine, like the bond. You see, this is the unfinished albums. Besides, we have photo paper for print. We have their images between. And if you see these albums, the small head, we call it bond. It's for here, it's for decoration. Both ends of the album have this. And also a consumable at the spine area is to make the album more firm, no break after some time. And also how we stick the albums covers and with block, instead of block. How we stick, use double-sided sticker. All these consumables we are offering. We are manufacturing the album images we are offering. And we also for all the needed consumables for the albums. Like the corners, sometimes in some area they like the corners for the inside page. And for the covers, they want metal corners to protect. We also offer you these consumables. Anything you need for making album consumables, you can come to us. Because we are offering the solutions for making the albums. Just now I introduced all the elements needed for making albums. It includes covers, photo paper, and album images. This is the three big elements for making albums. Another thing is surely it's about the machine. We use the machines to have all these elements together to build a beautiful albums. The machines we need, we have different solutions for making this album binding. We have separate machines. We have all-in-one machines. We have automatic machines, which is already becoming popular since 2020. And today I will show you the machine steps. Besides all these consumables we are offering, and I will show you the machines normally we need for binding, for building these albums. For making albums, the process I will show you as the first step one. Step one is printing, step one. The second step is for the lamination. But now, in many countries, it's not using the film lamination. We use coatings, that is liquid lamination, coatings. Now, for albums, we use UV coating or water-based soft touch coating. It's a special effect for coatings. And also some countries are not like coatings. They want to use original print. It doesn't matter. Even you don't make the coating, our machines can make the album perfectly. So this is the step. Second tool is making album, is making the coatings. The third step is making the album block. It will include the steps of the creasing. We make creasing as the first step. Creasing is like we have this photo. We have one photo. We make lines in the middle to make the crease. This is a creasing. After creasing, we have like 10 pages. We make a creasing, and then the next step is binding. We have print. We have album inner sheets. We can bind one by one. One photo, one inner sheets. One photo, one inner sheets. This way, make the binding to get the effect like this. You see, this is the photo. This is the photo. This is the photo. Between photos is inner sheets. So one photo, one inner sheets, one photo. And the photo was creased in the middle, and we get the other part of the print and inside the inner sheets and the photos. This we make the block. Finally, we make the binding block. You see why we need to. It sounds so easy. Just photo print, photo sheets. But why we need to use the machine to do this? You can see here. You can notice there's a gap. When the sheets is made, there's inside 1 millimeter gap inside up in each. You can see there 1 millimeter. There's 1 millimeter between in the gap. In the gap, you can see. Only with machines we can realize this gap. If you don't have this gap, it will be difficult to open 180 degrees. See, with this gap, the gap left, so we can realize albums 180 degree open. If we open album like this, it may not look so elegant, so high class, but if we open 180 degree, this is perfect. It's album. And it will not damage in the long time storage. So let's keep it. This is the meaning for making the binding. And for creasing binding, after we bind together, the best thing is to make pressing. Make pressing to press the block to stick forwardly, because it's all with glues. With hot glue or adhesive glue, we need to make the pressing. We press. we're seeking with pressing to make it totally one. This block. See, after this, the edge maybe not so neat. See, sometimes it's not so neat. So we just set on the cutters to make the trimming. Trimming the excess edge. Now see, it's not so neat, but after cutting, it will be like this. It's neat and smooth. After this block making, we can make effect under these elbows. We can make edge gilding. We can make edge gilding of the three sides. We can make it silver. We can make it golden. We can make it black. So the album will look different with the edge drawing. Then it's up another level for the book. After this, we make the covers. We stick the covers. We have the ready cover. We can stick. We can stick. If we don't have ready covers, then our machine have the function for making the hard covers. The hard cover we can print a photo and make the spine like this. We can have hard covers with our own photo. Or like us, we use the leathers to make your own logos on the front. This is to make hard covers. So we come to the last step. We stick the hard covers with the block. Then the album is finished. We got finished albums. Remember the process? Printing, coating, creasing, binding, pressing. Step 6, grounding, making covers. Finish. This is the basic steps for making albums. This is the 8 steps. Surely we can add some other process like making the corners, making the round corners. See, this one is not bronze, it's making round corners. We have round corner machine on the machine. We have round corner machine. It has separate machines or all-in-one machines. Or you can stick the middle corners here. You can make creasing for the corners, another decoration. And or you can make the sticking the bond. Or you can make other glass covers, any other covers. It's okay. We can make. And this is how we finish albums. How to make albums more beautiful and more like a set. Normally we will match with albums with a frame. It's using same styles as albums. We have frames on the wall, and we have the albums on the table. We can have leather wrapping frames. We can have a table frame also with the leather wrapping. It's what we are introducing. If you want to see more album sets, also come to us. We are offering, and we are very professional on this matching. This is for album production. And after this, I finished introduction for the machines, for the process. Now let us come to the machines to give you the general idea on how to make albums. So today is totally the knowledge and with sport. Okay, let's show you from the first step. The first step is printing.
This is most popular print now. It's 10 colors. The color is very wonderful. You can see. If you need an accent printer, you can buy from us.
全啊，这就是成woven texture. This is a woven texture. So this is the first step for the album production: printing, inkjet printing, or digital printing, or mini lab printing. Anyway, it's okay.
This is photo paper. What we are saying now is glossy. With many sizes like 24 inch, 36 inch, and 12 inch.
After print, we need to cut the photos. We can use the manual one, or we can use this automatic machine, automatic cutting. This is the automatic cutting. After the print, the roll paper was cut to the shape. We make the coating. 不行，看这个，这得看这个。
对，那个不是这个还有不同。
你撕好，我再去看。等会儿，放回去，放回去。好，你把它拿起来。我们要记得绝对让孩子。Yes, this is automatic cutting. You see, these photos are actually they're small pocket photos. It's not for making albums. So we cut little by little. With this. Then we come to the second step for the coatings. For the coating, today I will show you two cans. For dye ink, we use UV coating. This is the UV coating machine. And for pigment printing, we can use this soft touch coating machine. This is two kind of coating machines.
The speed is also very fast. 1 minute, like 20 meters. In this part, there is one piece UV lens. For this size, the UV lens power is 3,000
watts. 3,000 watts.
500 watts.
And also the machine is equipped with dust collecting pipe. It will be sucking out outside the room for the environment protection. And the coating part, we can change the thickness. We can adjust the machine to have different coating thickness, or adjust the rulers to fit different thickness of papers. Also, the liquid is circle running. The liquid will pump up from here, from the back, and will circle down to this tree. After this tree, it will come back to the back again. So there will be no waste. There will be no waste for this operation. Not like the traditional film lamination. If there is some excess, it will be a waste. With this machine, the cost is very low. According to our calculation, maximum it takes 0.05, means 5 cents for every square meter cost. This is UV coating. It can be fit for their mini lab print and for their dye ink print. This side has the waves for adjusting the coating thickness and adjusting the paper thickness. And the coating part and the body part is drying part is separate. So we can adjust everything correctly and perfectly. This is UV coating machine. It's for the second step, for the lamination, for the liquid coating. And now we come to the another machine for lamination. That is soft touch coating. This is the machine.
This is the soft touch. It's a water-based coating machine. Here is liquid. You can see it's white and no smile. No smile. In white it remains freely. After being tossed, here is the effect of being coated. You can see it's like a matte, but very soft, very soft. If you can touch it, you can feel very soft. It's like a baby skin. This is a very advanced effect and very popular in South Korea market, also Japan market. Also in China, the price is very in the Euro market is also very popular. Also in China, this kind of album is very expensive.
The operation is also just as easy as UV coating machine. We just need to adjust the machine to the correct thickness, and then just fit in and then finish. Very simple. You see, just fit in. This machine is dried different from UV coating machine. This machine is dried by the IR. There's 6 IR lamps in their machines. If you can see here, different from UV, it's red lights. This machine, the liquid, is water-based, so there's no smell at all. It's very good for operators. Since this is for coating, a little thicker coating to get very matte effect and soft touch effect. So the speed for the machine is a little bit slower than the UV coating machine, but the effect is brilliant. Europeans like it so much. Let's see the effect. We can see that 1% operation is enough. Very simple. After the coating, we come to the next step. And then we come to the binding part. The first step is for creasing, making creasings. There are different ways for making creasings. There's a manual creasing, there's a magnetic creasing, and automatic creasing. Since in our shops we already not use the manual one or the magnetic one, we only use the automatic one. And this is a very popular way in the world also. So now I also show you the automatic creasing, because by this way it's really so simple. There are 10 sizes can be set on the machines. So we just make the memory for the sizes, and every time we choose the size we need and start. Then the machines will go automatically. We can feed manually, or we can attach this machine with feeders to realize automation. So we see the process. We feed the paper, the machine will make the crease now, and it will make the folding. I show you here. The crease after crease, it will make the fold. You see the photo here. After fold, it will make the pressing on the spines. It will make pressing on the spines with the spine pressing. band will be very firm. It will be very easy for the next step for the bindings. Here we have the manual machine for showing you how to make the binding. Actually, it's an integrated part for all-in-one L1 machines or separate machines, except for the automatic machine. This binding part is needed by album producers. It's not like Creasing may have mistakes. This is a very easy machine. We need manual work. So the operation is just as easy. Just as what I introduced just now, one photo, one inner sheet. You see here, we already put a photo. Now we put the inner sheet. And then photo. Notice the operators press down the pedals. Press down the pedals will make the inner sheet. Why? This is to leave the 1 millimeter for the book binding. And also notice our inner sheets. It's so easy for peeling off. It's saving a lot of time for the productions with the easy peeling. So, one inner sheet, one photo. One inner sheet, one photo. When we put the inner sheets, we press down the bubbles, the pedals. The pedals is to leave 1 millimeter. Why we leave 1 millimeter? This is to realize 180 degree lay flat. Also notice, this machine is a separate machine. For the all-in-one machines, it's the same operation, only integrate this part in one machine. This is the last page for the books. Last page we need to make. We make first end and back end with inner sheets. This can realize very hard. 下一步应该是压了。
压菜。
压一下。And after this block making, we come to the next step. The next step is for pressing. We have many different pressing machines. If we use hot melt sheets, we use hot pressing. If we use cold adhesive sheets, we use cold pressing. This machine is cold pressing. You can see we press many books by one time. For adhesive sheets, it has a characteristic that the longer time pressing, the better the effect. So this is a machine for cold pressing. There are different machines for cold pressing. We have manual one, manual cold pressing. We have magnetic pressing. We have also this kind large quantity pressing together. After pressing, we will come to the next step as the edge polishing or gilding or round corner. Sorry, there's one step missing. After pressing, we need cutting the edge for trimming. We need to cut the edge because after binding, the process may not so neat. so we need to make the cutting. We also offering the cutters. We have different cutters. We have manual cutter, we have the electric cutter, and hydraulic cutter. Now what we are using is a hydraulic cutter. If you see, here is the oil meter. With oil meter and hydraulic cutter. Hydraulic cutter is with a higher power. But normally for us with less quantity production. For in our shop, we manufacturing more than 200 books per day. So we need a very high power cutter, hydraulic cutter. But also we can use electric cutter. The electric cutter, the cost may lay lower. But for a book, around 50 books to 100 books per day is enough with our electric cutter. Also, the cheap cutters, I don't advocate for PVC books because PVC, first, it's a plastic, it's very hard, and also it's with glue. So I don't advocate the cheap electric cutter for papers. If you want cutter for albums, please follow my advice. Use good electric cutter or hydraulic cutter. You can come to us to get the best command to you according to your working capability. This is the cutting. After cutting, the edge is smooth. For some particular situations, people may want the edge perfectly smooth, or with the gildings. Then we come to the next step for the polishing. Because in China market, for the next step, we can come to the polishing. This machine is only for polishing. This is to make the edge perfectly smooth. This is to make the edge smooth, very smooth. If you touch by hand, it's just like a stick. It's very smooth. And also we have a very popular machine as a gilding machine. Our gilding machine have two functions. First, polishing, as what we did just now, to make the edge very smooth. And then next step for the gilding is polishing and gilding machine. With these two functions, we realize the albums to be for ancient effect with a golden color edge or silver color edge. This is one way for make the album better. And also we can make a round corner. We have simple machines and we have hydraulic good machines. We make the round corner cutting. This is a step for make the round corners. Surely because this is the cutting, it may make not perfectly. We make still a manual polishing again for the round cutting. For making albums, because it's like an artist, it's an art. So every details we may make more sophisticated as we can to make it a perfect job. And also, the better the albums you make, the higher reputation and the better how profit you will make. This is the after cutting we make the decorations for the edge. This is not a must, but you can do it as needed. The last step is making hard covers. Actually, before this is not the hard covers making, some small decoration works. Yeah, like we make a polishing for the corners, we just not make. It's not so perfect just now by the machines. So we use the sandpaper to make it a perfect round corners. Yes, and then this is we call span mask. This is to make the albums very form. And we stick the double side sticker at the bond area. To stick the bond for decorations. This is to if you don't a good operator, the 1 millimeter gap may not so neat. You can use this to hide the defect. Now, from the edge area, you can see a perfect spine. And then we stick the albums perfectly. It can be perfectly fixed with sticker here. Then the next step is a big step for making hardcovers. We can use the hardcover machines to make the hardcover, or we can use the ready covers. Now we have many stock for different designs for the covers. I will show you here. It's all what we manufacturing in our factory. Different colors. This green, this brown, different designs. The simple designs. These are simple designs. These are this little European style with the stitching at the edge. We can make it black color, brown color as needed for different country demand. And also some decorations. These are the different colors. And for babies. All the covers we have can be made with a box. We can make it with a box. Yeah, like the logo here, we can, according to your own demand, we can bronze your logo. If you want a box, we have the matching box. This is simple covers, different sizes. We can make the size according to your demand also. Because we are a factory, we have all the needed consumables manufacturing, so you can mention your demand. This is simple covers with different colors with designs. After this, we stick. These are the ready covers we have. And then we come to the last step for sticking the covers with stain covers with the block we just made. see the end page is already with sticker. We can use double side again to make the sticking more strong, or we can stick directly. Okay, see, a perfect album was made. This is what we get from all the process, from printing, coating, print cutting, creasing, binding, pressing, edge trimming, polishing, and round cutting. And then we come to sticking the covers with the blocks, and we got the final effect, final albums.